Hello and welcome back to Quantitative Reasoning Online. Lesson 11E, Reindeer and Lichen. Question 1 of 1. Here we go. Three parts. Yeehaw. Alright, that's what we got here. An island once known as having reindeers upon it, 1944, corralled 28 reindeer and moved them to an island in Alaska. Okay, so 1944 was 28. The reindeers were intended as a food source in case the men were cut off from supply shipments. Okay, now in 1957, a biologist stepped on the island and noted the herd had increased to more than 1,300 animals. He returned 5 years later, 5 years after 1957, plus 5 for 1962. Counted 6,000 of them. How do you count 6,000 animals? Okay. In 1966, they came back 4 years later, and herd had shrunk to 45, which only include one male. During the next decade, all the reindeers of the island had died off. Completed table. There we go. That's my table. Okay. Okay, so now let's compare the data to the graphs. So let's see, we can rule this guy out. These 2 points are backwards. So B we can rule out. C, A, this one I'd rule out because that bottom line is like 1968, 69, 66 is more like here. So definitely A and B is out. C and D, well, this first point here is like 500, not 28. And 1,300, and here's that's like 500. That's like 1,750. So these points are wrong. So I got this only one's left. So 28. That's about 1,300. 6,000. Check answer. Yes, remember, I was looking at being wrong there. This guy just didn't look right. And also 1944 is also like down there. So these beginning and end points didn't look right. And with this one, the timeline's good, but the heights were wrong. And it's the only one that it looked like 44, 66, 1,300, and so forth. And which model would be used to fit the population of the range of 44 to 63? Okay. So here's our population, 44 to 63. Select all that apply, and we call exponential. And maybe eventually return to logistics. Maybe. Now, next part. Would the model you chose in part C, models, match the population from 63 to 66? Well, here's our model. Here's 6366, and I don't see any of these guys crashing. So no. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is all they wrote for question 1 of Quantitative Reasoning Online, lesson 11E, preview. So 11E preview completed. So now we're here. So go back and do the questions yourself. Then work with Stephanie on finishing up on doing the workbook for 11E. Burn some copies off, PDF, pictures, upload them, and then work on the assignment, practice assignment for 11E. And that would have then lesson 11 completed. Good luck, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Or hear you. You're here from me. You know what I mean.